you are a fan of softball, then you are going to love the Fastpitch TV show. We're bringing you more interviews, more videos, and more product reviews than anyone else on the planet. Sit back and get ready. Here's the Fastpitch TV show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Fastpitch TV show. Now, if you found our show on Facebook or any of the other video sharing sites, please check out our website, fastpitch.tv. It's not fastpitchtv.com, it's fastpitch.tv. It's the place to find our past episodes and the place to keep up with our future episodes too. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Softball Junk. Please visit their website at softballjunk.com, of course. Now, at the end of today's show, I'm going to give you a special code that's going to give you $20 off softball bats on their website. So if you're getting ready to buy a softball bat, make sure you stay tuned to get that code. Now, before I get on with today's show, I want to make sure that everyone knows we just added a new forum board to the Fastpitch TV show website. That's right. It's a brand new forum board, and it seems to be getting pretty popular. Pretty quick, actually. So if you find yourself interested in discussing softball or just reading some of the posts that are on the forum, just go to the website and check out fastpitch.tv/forum. Check it out and see what it looks like. Now, a few months ago, I was in Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series, and while I was there, I was interviewing Sue Enquist. Now, you may have seen that interview on episode 113 of this same show, Fastpitch TV show. Now, while interviewing Sue, Andrea Duran came over and agreed to let me interview her. So here's that interview. Well, first, I want to thank you for coming on the Fastpitch TV show. This is quite an honor. This was a little surprise here. I was interviewing Sue Enquist, and look who showed up. So this was pretty nice. So you've had a great career in softball. I mean, you've taken it up to the top level, I guess we could say. Tell us about how you started, how old you were when you started playing, and things like that.
I started when I was about 10 years old. I actually started as a swimmer. My sister was actually the softball player, and I kind of tagged along with her. I took ground balls when she did, and one day my dad kind of said, hey, why don't you go out to a softball tryout and try out? And I refused. I think I threw a fit. I don't know, the whole 9 yards. And eventually I gave in, and I said, you know what, I will. And I ended up making the team. And I think since I had been playing so many individual sports, I was a track runner and a swimmer. I liked being around all the girls. It was instant friendship, and I think that's why I eventually fell in love with softball at such a young age, because, you know, when you're little, you love being around girls, and then I eventually loved the other side of it, the challenges and everything else that softball has to offer. So at a young age, I think I kind of fell in love with the camaraderie of the sport. And then as I struck out a lot when I was 10. It was frustrating, but I kind of worked through that and got better and better. My dad's really big on working hard, so I was always out there on the softball field with him. No matter if I was tired or sick or whatever, he'd always make me get out there and work hard. And one day he said that I could maybe get a scholarship to play softball, and I said, wow, I can go to college for free. So that was my goal. So whenever I was tired or run down or it was raining or too hot, I kind of always thought, well, I want to try to get to college someday, and I'm going to work hard towards that. And on the flip side, I knew that I had to be a good student also in order to achieve that dream. So I kind of took pride in both areas of my life. When I was in the classroom, I was trying to be the best student I could be. And when I was out on the softball field, I was trying to be the best athlete I could be. And so from there, I worked hard. I eventually achieved my goal, made it to UCLA. And from there, I did well, so I kind of got involved in the USA program with the junior team and kind of went through the paces with that. And as I got older, I started getting more invitations for the tryouts. And I actually kind of came to a crossroad in my career where some of my teammates, they were kind of backing out of the national team. They didn't want to continue for whatever reasons they had. And I was kind of being drawn towards that, and you know what, I sat down by myself and I said, you know what, this is something that I want to do, and I can't be dragged down by other people or follow what other people want to do because of what they were saying. And so I kind of did my own thing and tried really hard, and I ended up making that Olympic team. And And I am so glad that I sat down and decided for myself that, you know what, I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I did it, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made.
So you've done, like I said, at the top level,
Yeah.
making it to the Olympic teams. Shame it's not there anymore. So many kids still had that dream. But, you know, you had said something just a moment ago that Sue said earlier, and so many people have said, that I really don't think a lot of kids really take it as serious as it is. They want to play in college, or those grades. I mean, they might get into a school, but they've cut off so many schools that they may not have the grade point average to go to.
Yeah, exactly. And kids don't understand, and I think Sue mentioned it earlier, getting that scholarship's the icing on the cake, and being able to play in softball is the icing on the cake, but you got to think about your education first and foremost. And it's about the kids getting in there to see their teachers if they're struggling, and just taking the initiative and getting into their counselors and knowing what classes they need to take for the colleges that they want to go to when they get older. So it's about taking that initiative. I always preach, do your sports after school, and that's kind of like your off time, you know, get away from school for a little bit. You're out on the softball field, on the basketball court, getting away from school, you know, and then you come home and just get that homework done, and then you can go and have the whole rest of the night to get on your Facebook or whatever they like to do. So I always try to say, get away from your schoolwork during practice, you know, that's kind of your release, and then go home and get it done, and then you have the rest of the night to relax. Because going through the paces as a student, there was so many nights when I was up crying because I had waited to the last minute, you know, and I wish I could go back and say, why didn't I get that done like 3 days earlier when it was assigned, or something like that. So my advice is, don't procrastinate, get it done, and then your life will be a lot easier.
Yeah, that's a tip my daughter could have used. I can tell you that right now. Can you tell us what your most exciting softball moment was?
Oh,
if you had to pick one, I know that's probably hard.
I have had so many exciting softball moments. Team-wise, it's probably been 2003 College World Series, coming back all the way through the losers bracket, knocking off Kat Osterman twice. Sorry, Kat, if you're watching. And going all the way and winning for those seniors that were so desperate to win, because they were going to be the first class to possibly not win an NCAA championship that had come through UCLA. So the pressure was on, and we were able to move through that losers bracket and get the job done. And it was probably one of the most exciting times for me. And also, of course, going to the Olympics. That's right up there also, winning that silver medal, going for the gold with my USA team, wearing the 3 letters across my chest. There's no other feeling like it, because you're not only playing for a school like UCLA, but you're playing for the whole state of Oklahoma, or the whole state of New York. I remember Coach Kendrea saying, always pick a kid out in the stands when you're at a game and play for them, because they're going to be the ones that are watching you. And so, like, don't get upset and kind of keep your composure, because, you know, you are their role model. So pick a kid out in the crowd and play for them every game, because there's tons of kids out there on that USA field. And yeah, probably individual moment was, sorry again, Kat, hitting the inside the park home run at the College World Series my senior year. That was probably the biggest highlight, because my team just rallied around me and kind of got the fire going for them that year. So.
And now, what are you up to nowadays in life?
Nowadays, I am currently the director of softball operations for UCLA, so I kind of get to stay in the Bruin bubble a little bit. And I'm also training. I'm still on the national team. I'm also playing pro for the USSSA Pride, and our season starts next week, June 9th, sorry. And from there, I'll meet up with the national team and play there all summer, and then in the fall, I'll go back to UCLA and do my job there.
I guess I'll see you in Round Rock.
Yes,
I'm throwing out the first pitch at one of these
you
games.
are?
So
yeah, at the exhibition game against the Chicago Bandits. You're going to be there? Yeah,
yeah, I'll be there. So,
all right.
So I won't be bugging you for an interview, because I've already gotten it. So
right.
you'll be okay on that one.
All right, we'll be buddies then when you.
Yeah. So you played for UCLA, USA, USSSA. You ever played for a team without any letters on your chest, just like the Eagles? Or
Yeah, I played Bat Busters, I guess, when I was growing up. That was my last travel ball team that I played for. But I love the 4 letters. I love the 3 letters, and I'm gonna love the other 4 letters, I guess, now.
Five letters.
USSSA.
3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show. You're very sweet to stop by and take your time to do this.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the interview. She was a pleasant gal to talk to, I can tell you that right now. Now, before I close this show, I want to make sure that everyone who watches this show on their iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch knows about well, not new anymore, but about our app for those devices. You can find more information on it at fastpitchapps.com. Does cost $1.99, but like I say every week, what a great way to help support this show. Don't forget to check out our website, like I told you earlier, at fastpitch.tv. Become a fan of the show on Facebook at facebook.com/fastpitchtv. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/fastpitchtv. Now, as I stated at the beginning of the show, our sponsor, Softball Junk, has a special offer for the Fast Pitch TV show family. That's right, Softball Junk is going to give you $20 off any non-sale softball bat on their website. That's right, you can take $20 right off the price of the bat. So the next time you buy a bat from softballjunk.com on their website, just enter the code FPTV1. Now you can visit their website at softballjunk.com, as I said earlier. Now, I don't mind you sharing this code, or this information rather, with your friends. Please, I'd kind of like you to tell your friends about it. Make sure they know what we're doing here. But please, don't just give them the code. Tell them to come to the show, watch the show, and get the code for themselves. Tell them there's a code on the Fast Pitch TV show to save them $20 off a bat. Okay? Goodbye, and thanks for watching.